Welcome into UCCU Ballpark on the campus of Utah Valley University for the 5A state baseball semifinal between the Olympus Titans and the Skyridge Falcons. Dane Stewart and Dusty Lister here to bring you today's game. And Dusty, well, a lot on the line here in the one-loss bracket between the Titans and the Falcons, both trying to advance to the state championship on Friday.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one, and this is going to be a fun one. And for Skyridge, how quickly can you forget what just happened in that game against Jordan? It'll be very interesting to see. First 3 innings, in my opinion, will tell you a lot about this ball game.
No, you're right, Dusty. They played this morning. You were here for that one. Lost to Jordan. Final score was 10-3, and boy, the Beat Diggers really bounced quickly. Big runs coming in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th inning to put that game out of reach. And a quick turnaround here for Skyridge as Jackson Kohler will lead things off. Count even here, 1-1.
What I love is we're seeing some of the togas and stuff that we see in basketball. These Olympus faithful, they're excited about this baseball team.
Yeah, you're right. I wonder if after a strikeout if we're going to get a Titan triple cheat, huh?
Maybe on an RBI.
1-2 the count here on Kohler. The starting pitcher today for Olympus is Dellis. Is this one sent into right field? Jackson Kohler aboard here. No outs to lead things off for Skyridge.
Tell you what, that is a great start for Coach Roberts. It's a long game. You're going to play 7 innings, but you needed something. The bats were dormant against Jordan, a pitcher much like what we're going to see here. And so for them to get on the board, get going, because Kohler actually got pinch hit for in the game before because he was just not getting the bat going. And this is really big and a good sign for Coach Roberts.
Brody College up to the plate here with Kohler on first base here. As this pitch outside for ball 1. Dusty, it was one of the things, it was 10-1 heading to the bottom of the 7th. Skyridge at the plate in that earlier match today against Jordan. And one of the things that came to my mind is, hey, can you get a couple runs here, get some positive momentum for this game? And I mean, it's early on, but maybe that translating here early as Kohler was able to reach as a swinging strike there by College.
No, absolutely. You got to have something to hang your hat on. It's like golf. You got that shot that gets you coming back, and that's what that was all about, is you get a couple runs, you start feeling good. Brody College in particular, he had a grand slam ball that missed by, I mean, a foot, 2 feet. I mean, it would have turned that game from a 7-1 to 7-5 game. And hopefully for him, he can turn things around, as he did not have his best day at the dish.
That certainly would have changed things in that one. As strike 2 here in on College. And tell you what, getting things going, Dellis, he's been pretty good here on the mound for Olympus.
A 1-2, expect another breaking ball here.
Ball fouled away, still alive.
No, he said he swung through it.
Oh.
Saying he didn't need to catch it because he swung through it, didn't touch it. And Coach Roberts is wanting to appeal something, and so.
I think he's saying that. I think he's asking him to verify it wasn't. Saw him almost motion like he thought it was tipped, and now they're going to have a closer conversation. It's like texting, Dusty. You just never communicate well texting, so let's just get face-to-face here.
Yeah. But I'll get Coach Roberts. He had some things that he was frustrated with in the game before, and there for Brody College, he chases the ball up and out of the zone, and some of that early aggressiveness, it can work for you and it can work against you. In that case, it worked against him.
So 1-2 the count here on College.
Now College is out, so this is Nate Upham.
Oh, thank you.
They haven't got caught up on the scoreboard yet.
That's why we keep Dusty around, folks. Nate Upham up at the plate, and fantastic receiver. Obviously a multi-sport starter for Skyridge this year, and he's been good here this year for the Falcons.
Not only this year, on today. I mean, he was 3 for 4 in the previous game just minutes ago. Nate Upham was, he swung a good stick. Had a triple and 2 singles, and also a run scored.
Don't have this verified, but we believe Dusty may very well be the starting pitcher for Skyridge today. Is that pitch unable to be handled behind the plate? Is great job by Kohler there taking second.
Yeah, great situation here. Upham's been seeing the ball well. He sits and he's good hitting the ball the opposite way. So if he gets another pitch he can take to the right side, you're going to score a run. And for Skyridge, getting some good mojo.
1 out here in the top of the first as Upham fouls that one off.
Yeah, you saw that one there. He 2-1 goes after the breaking ball. If he stayed tight on it, just wasn't able to get a good swing on it. So you can tell right there, he's seeing the ball well. And, of course, here at UCCU ballpark, man, you think I never even looked at the doggone scoreboard in the last game. I kept calling it Brent Brown. It was Brent Brown forever. But no, I lost the train of thought. But for him, it's got to be something to get going here for Nate Upham.
I mentioned the winner of this one advances to the state championship where they'll face Jordan. And Jordan Beat Diggers hit the ball like teams not many have. They're putting up runs at a heavy pace. Kohler takes that lead, and Dallas going to check him back to second.
I mean, you think about it. They've scored 52 runs in 4 games, and their run differential is 50. If I remember right, if I did the math, it was 54-11.
Yeah, by the way, in doing that, they've defeated the Region 5 region champion, the number 2 seed out of Region 8 in Timpanogos, and now a Bach. And I thought that earlier one, Dusty, might have been a little bit close. Here awarded. Kohler will trot to third.
Yeah, and I'm glad they don't give warnings. Alex and I talked about this in the game before, that sometimes you get umpires that give balk warnings. We become way too much of a zero consequence society if that's the case when we start giving warnings on balks. I'm glad that there have been no warnings on balks in the 2 that we've seen today.
So a free base for Kohler as he takes the lead from third. Upham hits this one into right. This one's going to be in foul territory. Giving chase over there. Won't be able to catch up to it was Nick Wankier. Not fouled away. Count stays at 2-2.
And a nice at bat here from Upham. You can make contact on it. He's just got to stay alive, and now you can get something to handle. 2-2, got a base open. You don't want to mess around with him too much if I'm Olympus. And see if you can get him swinging to something off the plate.
Outside just like that, and I think Upham thought it might have been a full count. He started heading.
He looked at the scoreboard, I think.
Oh, okay. It is full now. 3-2 the count to Nate Upham.
Again, I wouldn't give Nate anything too good to hit here. 3-2, got a base open.
This one chopped foul. We'll stay here. Got to be careful here. Upham, the number 3 hitter. On deck is going to be Clayton Driggs. Driggs has some nice power, the designated hitter. Obviously 1 out here, so some work early on for Dallas in today's contest. With Kohler still on third. This ball sent down the line, foul again. Nice job by Upham here, fighting off some pitches.
Yeah, if I'm right, Nate Upham, this is going to be the ninth pitch of the at-bat. So he's done a nice job of hanging around here. And again, I always think it's a good sign. If a guy's fouling balls off, it means he's seeing it, and he's being able to get his hands to the ball, and then it's just getting one he can handle.
Just kind of buying time, right? Waiting for that right pitch to come in. Upham to center. This one's going to get down, and it's going to get past the center fielder. Hodgson giving chase. Kohler will come in, and it's a 1-out RBI double for Nate Upham. Skyridge on the board.
Great job, and Nate Upham. I mean, a great line from the movie Moneyball. This is a game of attrition, and the more pitches you see from a pitcher, and if you're getting your hands and the bat on the ball, sooner or later you're going to get a hit. And here's kind of the thing too, and Alex Wolf pointed this out really well in our first game. This field is short down the lines, and it's deep into the gaps. And so for center fielders, and Olympus has played a lot of games at Gates Field, which is more circular, and it's pretty even. This field is played a little bit different because of how much room there is. And you saw right there that Hodgson just misplayed that ball as he's just not used to the surroundings of this field.
It was actually interesting, Dusty. I mean, we can even go back to the end of that first game. I got here for late innings between Jordan and Skyridge, but had also a misread in left field in that game. And so, to your point, these two teams have been at Gates Field this week and now coming here to UCCU Ballpark, and the outfield, I mean, to me, in just a couple of hits out there, it's definitely playing differently and been a different read that takes a little bit of time getting used to.
No, absolutely, and this ball's been carrying today too, blowing from right to left, but it carried really well this morning.
1-1 pitch here, and Upham going for third. The throw, and that's late. Upham getting in, and how about that? Stealing third, and what was a pretty good throw. I thought Affleck was pretty quick to get that out of there, but couldn't gun down Nate Upham.
Got a great jump. Has a terrific secondary lead, and Coach Roberts picking up on that between pitches. And, yeah, the throw was there pretty close on time, but the tag up around the hips. And Nate Upham, who's tall, you can give him around the hips, it means his feet are on the bag.
Driggs at the plate, still just one out here, and opportunity for Skyridge to put a second run on the board. Nice job there by Affleck, able to keep that here at the plate.
Something we're going to have to talk about throughout this game is just how many games Olympus has played. They lost in that first round, which is kind of shocking to them, but they've battled their way all the way here, which means you expend arms. I mean, you're not going to get to see your best pitchers until tomorrow. They got to get to tomorrow to be able to throw them.
Well, it was one of the things, to your point, is going to throw back here to third base, Upham able to retreat. But Dusty, you mentioned losing that first day to Bountiful. I mean, they played on the 16th, the 19th, the 21st, and 2 games yesterday on the 22nd. It has been a long 6 days for the Olympus Titans. And certainly, I think the place where that's probably most manifest and most concerning is on the mound.
No, absolutely, because not only that, you've burned arms throughout the week. And what he said yesterday is a good thing they had that really good day against Timpanogos, because then they weren't having to expend Spencer Jones too far into that game.
And that is the good thing if you're a Titan fan, is that your left-handed power pitchers they're ready to go, but you got to win this one first to give them games to get back on the mound. So they called Dallas, and he's been good this year. I mean, it's not like this is, someone you haven't relied on this year. Coach Burton said, hey, Dallas has thrown a lot of innings for us. This isn't going to be the first time that he's had to pitch a big game, but could use a way to get out of this first inning is Skyridge. Right now, Clayton Driggs having a nice battle at the plate.
Yeah, and he's getting frustrated because Clayton's seen the ball, and you can tell. So his last at bat, he put it off the wall in that 7th inning against Jordan. He's seeing it right now, and he's getting frustrated because he knows where it is. He wants to get his hands to it, and he's just under it, just a touch here. And again, a good, strong at bat, and if he can get another pitch he can handle, you're going to see another run come across for Skyridge.
2-2 pitch here to Driggs. That inside, just able to lean back and avoid the hit by pitch.
Yeah, you can see he's charismatic. That one gets a little tight, and he wasn't enough that he was going to stand there and take that one. But look, you're playing him deep into the corners because it's short down the porch. You're playing fairly shallow in center field. There's a lot of grass. I know your eyes get pretty big as a hitter.
Outside, got him swinging, and Clayton Driggs goes down on strikes.
I mean, that's just a great job of understanding where you are. You brought it in toward the middle of the plate. You're working him inner half, and he's getting to the ball. You raise his eye level there, fastball up and out of the zone, and he can't help himself. He wants to lift something out to try to drive in a run, and Driggs goes down on strikes.
So 2 outs now for Skyridge. Is up at the plate. This one hit to deep center. Running back, won't get there. It'll bring in Nate Upham. Kai Roberts will hold at second base. Boy, that one, Dusty, hit well to deep left center, and it is 2-0 Falcons.
Talked about earlier, getting used to the orientation of this field. It is deep, deep, deep into left center field, and I said it in the last game, someone hit the ball in the exact same spot. Willie Mays not playing out in center field today. And so that's a long run. Nearly got to that ball and nearly hauling it in was Hodgson, and nearly made that catch. But, yeah, Kai Roberts, that's his second double of the day, and driving in the run now, the speed up coming on.
Yeah, it'll be Jordan Chapman coming on here for Skyridge. Great hit there by Roberts, the catcher, though. Bring in up and make it 2-0 is Shepard at the plate.
Jay Shepard, he has a very good bat. They're kind of moving everybody up a spot here from what we saw just the first game of the day.
Maybe not a bad idea either. Try to get a little bit different look for that lineup. Try to shake something up as this ball thrown high from Dallas.
And 1-0, Shepard with the runner at second. Again, looking for something he can handle. A lot of room to the right side of this infield.
Shepard fouls that one into the Olympus dugout for his first strike.
You know, so many guys, they grow up and pull hitters. But a lot of times you see guys long arms think, all right, if we can get him inside, this is where we got to work him. Because we work him out over the plate and toward the outer half. He can get to that and do it with power. But if we can bust him in, we can probably get some pitches by him. And that's, at least that first pitch is what we might see here.
Shepard swinging through like that one, but Dellis able to get it by.
Again, work him on the inner half. Couldn't catch up to that fastball. And so 1-2, I'd come right back at him. Inside, let her high, see if you can get his eyes big and get him to swing through something. You miss him outside, you're going to have some power to right center field.
It's a big runner on second base right here with 2 outs in the top of the first. Out, trying to get Shepard to chase, and good eye discipline there by Jace.
Yeah, 1-2, they treated that like an 0-2 pitch. That was well off the plate. See if you can get him to go after something. Again, I would raise the eye level back up with something hard.
2 strikes, and this at bat have come on the inside part of the plate. Do they go back there? Nope. Shepard pops one to center. Coming up and making the catch is Hodgson for the 3rd out of the inning, but the Falcons get the job done early. They lead 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. You're watching the 5A Boys State Tournament on live.ksl and deseretnews.com. And welcome back here to UCCU Ballpark, Utah Valley University 5A Boys State Baseball Tournament, the semifinal between Skyridge and Olympus. It will be Nate Upham on the mound today for Skyridge. Second game of the day for the Falcons. Dropped the early one 10-3 to Jordan. Trying to get past Olympus to get back to that state championship, or to get to that state championship game for a rematch with Jordan. Is first pitch from Upham inside on the ball.
And Upham was, Coach Roberts thought about throwing him last against Jordan, and then late decided not to and elected to go with somebody different, and said he'd probably be the first one out off the bullpen. And when the game was 5-0 and they just had to make that first decision, I agreed with him. Either bring him in now, but our offense has got to show something. You don't want to waste the opportunity if you're going to have to play him later.
Maybe a big move there. Is this one hit to short? Throw from College in time, and then there's one away here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, pitch yourself to contact. You know, sometimes big guys, we talked about this Monday. We saw Hodge. Big fellas, power pitchers try to just blow everything by you, and they do a lot of work in doing that. You end up using a lot of pitches. Now you're on pitch count stuff. Pitch to contact, get yourself a ground ball, and when you got to power yourself up after they fouled off a couple, then go get them. Instead of trying to blow everything past somebody, pitch to contact and let your guys work for you.
This ball hit to left by Vance. Coming up and can't make the play. Boy, that one, Dusty, looked like it maybe dropped out of the sky a little bit. Is Vance into second base standing, and it's a 1-out double.
And that thing had more topspin on it than I thought. That's the only reason that ball comes down that hard. When you swing down the ball, you get that backspin. And sometimes you catch it in the right angle. There's a lot of topspin on that ball, and he gets it up and down in the air. That thing comes down like that. It's typically why. And terrific effort out there. I believe that was Smith, who just couldn't get to it.
Boy, it looked like he read it well. Quick step, but Dusty, that thing just fell out of the sky. There's one away here for Curtis. As that ball bounces through, Vance will be able to take third, and there's one away here, a man on third for the Titans.
Now, this is stuff that will drive you a little bit batty if you're Coach Roberts. And Upham in the second round against Murray. He had a 3-run lead after one, gave up 4 runs in the second inning. That's partly my thoughts, not confirmed. Dusty logic is why he did not pitch against Jordan. Was like, look, we can't get behind these guys in the second inning like that. What happened in the third? So, but he's got to be a little bit more on point here.
3-0, the count here on Hayden Curtis.
That was a close one.
That was close. I was curious if that was going to be called a strike, but it was not, and it's a 4-pitch walk for Curtis, is now the designated hitter, a name we're both familiar with. Dusty Harrison Creer comes up to the plate.
Now you get a tight and triple.
If he sends one over the fence, that's 3 runs. I may start it.
You got a big fella. I mean, he gets the Babe Ruth treatment here. Short porch down the line in right field, and you miss with Harrison Creer out over the plate. This could be a 3-2 ball game really, really quickly.
Well, after that great start in the first, if you're Coach Roberts, you'd hate to give up runs here in the bottom.
Well, and here's the thing with Upham. It's got to be about command. Right now on Harrison Creer, you're not missing inside. Miss him outside, make him hit the ball the other way. A lot of times these big lefties, they don't pull the ball very well. You want a ball back up toward the middle, pitch him outside. Don't try to bust him in on anything hard.
Off-speed pitch, call the ball.
Yeah, that one's up a touch. And you got to do is you got to speed up his bat, use that breaking ball to keep him off balance, and that's where you can get him on the inside.
1-1 pitch. Creer will take it low, and it's 2-1.
I just feel like Upham's aiming. He's aiming a bit.
Almost same location as that last pitch, and right now, Creer, after giving up an early strike, ahead here 3-1 in the count.
3-1 in Upham. I mean, you got a bag, but you got to be a little smart here. You got double play ball in order. You got to get him swinging.
Creer fouls this one away.
That is pitching to contact. Got to make him swing. And if we're going to live on the out plate, if he goes oppo, we'll live with it. If he hits one down the line, it's a home run. And you got to get the kid swinging.
Full count here on Creer. Men on the corners, one away, bottom of the first. And Upham will just slow things up here a little bit.
I want to see if he can catch him. Either A, he didn't like his pitch. B, he was trying to catch him in a double steal.
They will send the runner as Creer sends this one to left, but this one drifting foul. It will. Good distance there to opposite field, huh?
Exactly. You're going to supply some power going that way. He's got to have a fast enough bat to get there. Right now he's showing he's behind. Backdoor curveball here, and you might get Creer swinging through it. That's where I'd be living. I'm either fastball, curveball, but I'm staying on the outer half of the plate.
And again, especially after Curtis had taken off on that last pitch, Upham trying to keep the runners true here with one away.
Got to keep that double play ball in order.
Inside, and Creer draws the walk. The bases are full. As coming up now will be Nick Ward, the second baseman, in an early visit here to the mound for Skyridge.
Yeah, Coach Roberts doesn't have a lot of time to be messing around with anything here, and he wants to come out and talk to Nate, calm him down, say, hey, we're fine. We got one out. Just get, always tell him, give me a ground ball here. Just work him down, get a ground ball. We're going to take care of you. So stop. Don't worry about aiming. A lot of this is just to kind of calm him down. And not only that, for Coach Roberts, it's to get his mind calmed down too, because you just watch your team go down 10-1, and now it's come out, guys, we just talked about being mentally tough here. Like, this is that moment. He can either sit and stew in the dugout and let that permeate, or he can come out and chat with them.
Well, and it's one of those things, I mean, we talked about it a little bit earlier, but the run that Olympus has been on here in this tournament has been remarkable since dropping that first game. And, I mean, you get an early 2-0 lead, top of the first, you got to be feeling pretty good. You can't just give that lead away. It feels like that would be one of those things that could turn this game into an avalanche fairly quickly.
No, absolutely. And what you like to do when you're Olympus has come right, or pardon me, Skyridge come right back on defense, shut them down, and now you're in a bit of a pickle.
Strike one, pitch taken by Ward. Nice response by Upham. after the visit, but he's got to get 2 more outs here to get out of the first.
And middle's back, corner's even.
This ball sent to left, and that ball will be caught. Able to tag, and Olympus will score the run on the sacrifice fly to left. Vance able to come in. Credit Ward with the sacrifice RBI, and coming up to the plate now will be Matt Lewis.
Yeah, not the worst thing in the world. Great job of Ward. You don't want to get, sometimes as a coach, you get in that situation, especially in the games, you think, just don't leave here with no runs. We have 1 out and bases loaded. We cannot end this with no runs. That just hurts you.
Yeah.
That fly ball, he hits it, it's like, okay, whew, we get 1 out of this, and that's a good thing. And for Skyridge, it's kind of the same feeling. It's a double win here.
That pitch called on the outside part of the plate. Strike 1. And that one hit Lewis in the shoulder. So just like that. Bases loaded again is Upham. Maybe petitioning asking if he didn't make a try to get out of the pitch. Is that what it was?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of my feeling was, what you teach your hitters is you got to move your shoulder with that breaking ball. It's one thing to move the shoulders. The other one also to go chicken wing, right? Get the benefit of the call. And that's one of those pitches. You get a looping curveball. That was a hanging curveball. You know, there's a saying, and this is I'll try to keep this as clean as possible. You hang it, I bang it. And you hang a curveball like that. Sometimes it's either hit it, or if I can stick my arm out and get hit, it's not going to hurt. And that's exactly what you got away with there.
So now A.J. Affleck up to the plate for Olympus, the catcher, with the bases full and 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Can Olympus do some damage?
Again, with 2 outs, the out, and the guy you got to worry about is at the plate.
That pitch low. The count now 2-0. Upham, Dusty's walked a couple batters here in the first inning. You cannot put another man on and bring in that run. And a nice job there to get the bat off the shoulder of Affleck as he fouls it away.
Yeah, right now, I was about to point out a couple things. Right there, you saw Nate very sure on that pitch. But watch his footing when he comes down. If he seems hesitant with that plant leg, that's where balls have come. He feels like he's aiming it. If he comes down just nice and even, he's throwing strikes.
This one outside, and a nice job by Roberts, able to snag that. It would have been the tying run almost for certain.
And here's a big pitch here for Upham. If you aim this pitch at ball 4, you're going to be walking in a run. He's got to just be sure in his mechanics.
3-1 outside. It is a walked-in run. Olympus has tied things up with their patience at the plate.
He's aiming pitches, and for your coach, he's looking, hey, just throw the ball. You know, there's not a string on that thing. Just throw it. And right now, he's laboring through this inning.
Ryan Thomas has come on to pinch run on first base for Affleck as Nick Wenkier up to the plate here for Olympus.
Yeah, the goodwill, the 2 runs you picked up in that first inning are now erased. And for Skyridge now, it's, again, the most important outs at the plate. You're not worried about anybody on the bags. You're not worried about what they're doing. You just got to get the guy at the plate.
Strike 1, good pitch there by Upham. Just to your point, a lot of this has been kind of Skyridge putting themselves in the situation, 2 runs on 1 hit in this inning for Olympus. As this one hit to third, and they'll get the force at third, and that will end the inning. But Olympus able to get a couple across. We're tied up at 2 apiece as we head to the top of the second. Welcome back here to Utah Valley University, the UCCU ballpark for the 5A state semifinal. Skyridge, Olympus tied at 2, top of the second. And to lead things off, this one, a bunt attempt sent back into the stands by Jackson Peck.
Yeah, trying to find some way to manufacture something. You see the corners back, you got good speed at the dish. A lot of times these guys have a green light if you can handle the bat well, and he just didn't get a barrel of the bat on top of that one.
0-1. As Peck fouls another one away, this one to the other side, and it's quickly down 0-2.
You know, we got a pitcher like Dellis, a lot of off-speed stuff. When you can work the off-speed stuff and you live it in the zone, your fastball's a lot faster. You might only throw 82, 83 miles an hour, but it feels a lot faster. And right now you're seeing the Skyridge bats are just behind him a little bit. They keep fouling off these fastballs that are fatting out over the plate.
Try to get Peck to chase. No go. 1-2 here for the second baseman from Skyridge. This one sent to second, handled off the hop, juggled, but a great play made there at second base by Curtis. And there's one away.
Those line drive balls are funny because if there's a little bit of top spin on it, that didn't have as much on it. It's why it carried so far. It's either I'm going to catch or I'm going to backhand it. And he had to backhand it and still get it with his bare hand. That's a great play because that's easily a guy on first base right now.
And that's very easily one that, you know, in that bobble, you lose it to the ground. And to your point, Dusty would be one man on, but nice play made. And there's one away as a first pitch strike thrown here to Carter Smith.
Carter Smith did not have his best day at the plate last game, and he's got to come back here and help out his team.
Made contact on that one, fouled back to the catcher as it's 0-2. Tell you what, Dellis has appeared to settle down a little bit, huh? After giving up a couple runs in the first. Been sharp here.
Get a little amped up, and not only that, you're a little bit nervous. This is a big game.
Yeah, right?
Coach said we could get there, and now we're one game away from getting there. You know, it's one of those feelings.
Smith able to make contact to center. Nice patience. This one read well by Hodgson to make the second out.
Yeah, for Carter Smith, I mean, you're a little bit frustrated because you hit that ball in the end of the bat, you're standing on first base. He reaches out just defending it, seeing if he can just flip one out there, and he happens to catch it right in the barrel of the bat, and it carries out to the center fielder. He walked back. He's like, I'm losing. I'm losing when I'm trying here.
Trying to look for, it's Connor Robley at the plate here for Skyridge. Took me a little bit to find 15 on our roster as he takes ball one. Grounder to third. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for Skyridge in the top of the second. We head to the bottom. The Titans coming to the plate, tied 2 apiece. You're watching the 5A state tournament on live.ksl and deseretnews.com. And welcome back. Bottom of the second inning. Olympus at the plate. Is ball one here in the dirt. Jake Hodgson to lead off for the Titans.
Yeah, I like to see Nate Upham calm down a little bit after that tough first inning. Both pitchers struggled in the first inning. We saw Delos just respond, get him down and get Skyridge down in order. And a little bit here from Nate Upham asking, where's the zone?
Yeah, and part of me is like, given the way that first inning went, is it one of those where going to kind of make you earn the zone a little bit, Dusty, or?
But you get ahead, it counts. You start pounding the zone, it expands.
You talk about the importance of first pitch strikes, right? And we've not had a lot of those today from Upham in just one inning.
Yeah, we always talk about it. Turn the hitters into swing-o-matics. If you can be, as a pitcher, you can come out, throw strikes, making them swing and feel like they've got to swing because if they don't, they're in trouble. You know, that's an advantage to you. And you only get that if you live in the zone. And the other thought I have, to share is strike zone a lot of times can be like putty. The more you hit it, the bigger it gets. And if you're living in the zone, you get benefits of corners, you get benefits of a lot of things. And if you're erratic, you're not even allowing the umpire to get into a rhythm of what you're throwing. And so it's really important for Upham. He's got to settle in. He's got to throw strikes. Pitch to contact because that means you're going to get a benefit of a lot more calls. And
in fairness, I mean, it's a tough thing to do. It's a really good lineup for Olympus, Dusty. I mean, you look at that game over Cottonwood. We mentioned they had to play Timpanogos yesterday and Cottonwood yesterday. Had 7 hits against Cottonwood in that match. And I know people aren't going to be blown away by that, but this Falcon team, I think, had, 4 or 5 when they played Timpanogos. Yep. And so, I mean, Olympus has shown, look, they've certainly got the bats. They've got the hitters to do it, but you just got to make good pitches. And so far, Upham, he's struggled a little bit today. 3-0, and that's going to be ball 4. He'll send Hodgson to first.
Kai Roberts trying to catch him on the round. But, Upham, he's got to settle in. I mean, if you keep doing this, getting guys on, you're handing them runs. They're just standing there. So it's important. And here's how efficient Olympus is. They scored 7 runs on 7 hits last night against Cottonwood. 5 of them driven in. So, I mean, 2 unearned runs. But that's efficiency.
Showing bunt here was Singer as we're back to the top of the lineup for Olympus. We'll pull that back 1-0, and it's 5 balls on 5 pitches from Upham here to start the second, but the second also 4-pitch walk by Upham thrown in this game. Again, squaring up for bunt. This one laid down the first base line. No play at second. They will get Singer at first, and a nice job just to get an out there, Dusty.
Well, absolutely, and that's a great bunt. That's a terrific bunt because really what Singer needed to do is you're advancing the man. Hit it to the first base, bunt it to the first base side, he runs through the grass. Terrific jump from Hodgson once he sees it on the ground, and you just need to get one.
Shepard gave a look to second, but a lot of credit there for just taking the easy out, right? No need to throw things away, put extra men on. Is now Vance up to the plate here for Olympus. Man on second. It's ball 1.
Ryder Vance doubled to left and scored a run last inning. It was the ball right down the line. It just fell out of the sky, as my friend Dane Stewart said. And the bullpen now messing around. Skyridge, when you drop that game, you've been rolling like they were, and then you lose the game the way they lost it. Right now, as a coaching staff, you're fighting to keep your guys' heads in this game because it's a very fragile thing. We saw that with Timpanogos and Cottonwood yesterday.
Ball 2, and I think the other thing, Dusty, is just the quick turnaround. You don't have a night to meet with your team and to say, sleep this one off, right? Wake up tomorrow, you don't have that. You've got 30 minutes to turn it around and try to shift that mindset back to being aggressive and confident. And certainly a difficult situation for Skyridge. And we'll have another visit here and going to get a pitching change.
Yep, Upham's game's done.
So we'll step aside here, 3-0 count. Upham done for the day, as we'll be back here at UCCU Ballpark after this. So we mentioned the pitching change. Michael Plymell will come on here to the mound for Skyridge, as Upham will move to left. Colby Peck has come onto the bench. Plymell inheriting a 3-0 count with one away here. And a one-out walk thrown to Vance. So now men on first and second. Now, Dusty, here's a question for you to teach all of our viewers, right? So pitchers are responsible for batters. Upham through the first 3 pitches there. Plymell puts Vance on with ball 4. Who's responsible for the runner at first?
Plymell.
Okay. That's what I would have thought.
If I'm wrong, but I could be wrong, but that's where I always put my designated, any type of substitute pitcher, hitter, I put a little star where they start. That's where I would put it. So, yeah, the book's still open on Upham. He's responsible for the man on second. Not only that, the bullpen continues to work.
This one inside, and it's a 2-0 count. And, Dusty, right now, I mean, to your point, you got to get something over the plate because right now Olympus just happy to take pitches.
And right now, if I'm the coaching staff, we're taking until there's 2 strikes, fellas. You're going to force Skyridge to throw strikes. Because not only that, you're going to start seeing a lot of fastballs. If you can work them to 2 strikes and they never quite get there, you're getting fastballs, which means you're going to be able to drive balls. You're going to be able to drive the ball out of the infield, and we're going to move people around.
It is a 2-1 count. I must have missed a call from our umpire. This one well off the plate. It moves to 3-1. Oh, no, that was ball 4, so the scoreboard was wrong. Whew. Trust the eyes, right? That's what you say to batters? Yeah. Commentator, trust the eyes. Another 4-pitch walk here.
Right now, you're seeing just trying to keep everybody engaged. You're frustrated, and then when you get frustrated, the next step is the press. And when you press, you make mistakes. Calm down. It's a 2-2 ball game. And just come down, work down, work in the zone, get in a swing, something we can roll double play.
And that's the point.
There's no defense for a walk.
There's one out. I mean, you are a ground ball from getting out of this inning, being tied at 2 apiece. It's okay.
Well, not only that, you got their biggest bat coming to the plate. And Harry Creer can turn this into a 6-2 ball game. Coach Roberts is going to have a little a visit, too. They're going to talk about how they're going to handle Harrison Creer.
He gave a look to the bullpen. I was wondering if he was going to make another pitching change here, if this was just a move for Plymell to get his next pitcher ready, but it is not. They're discussing here, and obviously down in distance here, bases loaded with the designated hitter up.
Yeah, big thing here is, hey, we got a big stick at the plate. We got to be smart with him. Let's not just hand him something fat over the plate. Let's still make him work for it. You walk him, it's 1 run. You miss to him, it's 3.
4.
Okay,
could be 4.
You miss even worse.
Right.
It's 3 or 4,
yeah.
So that's that would be my approach to this. Coach Roberts knows more baseball than I do, but that's my thought is I can live with him hitting something out of the zone, but we're not just going to serve up something that scores 3 to 4 runs.
Plymell the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Did Creer walk back in the first inning? I'm trying to remember if he walked.
Yes, he did.
Okay. He had the well-hit ball foul to left field. Is that one able to hit the inside corner? And it's 1-1 to Creer.
Yeah, we get some complaints about below us, but I thought that was a strike. And just seeing where everything's set up. And so if he can stay in that area, Creer, that's a pretty good spot for Creer.
Back in this one inside, 2-1. Dusty, to your point, trying to go back to that same spot.
Well, that time he just missed. Roberts setting up on the outside part of the plate, and he threw it back over to the middle. And we saw it a little bit last game, and ended up coming back and hurting Skyridge. They've just not had command today.
This one, Creer out in front of it, fouls it down the right field line.
You see you got his bat sped up. You have his bat sped up here. Now if you go work him outside, he might swing through something. So you go high and outside, low and outside. Get him to chase something out of the zone, get yourself to 2 outs. If you're Creer, right now worrying about a home run, you want to put some out in the outfield.
2-2 count. Creer lifts one. This one able to get out of the infield, but it won't get deep enough to bring anyone in. So nice job there by Plymell, able to get Creer to pop out. 2 away here in the bottom of the second.
And the phrases of the game for the moment. for Skyridge. Pitch to contact. Because we can defend something that's hit. You can't defend anything that's not. So if you're Olympus now, sometimes that defensive part, right? Talk about, hey, making pitch 2 strikes, sometimes it backs you up a little bit. But get something you can handle. You don't want to chase something out of the zone. Make sure it's something you can handle and drive the thing.
Nick Ward at the plate here for Olympus. Ball 1, and Dusty, I mean, to your point, that pitch to contact phrase, every base runner right now on base not forced to hit, right? They were all walked, and so that pitching to contact so important. Is this one hit deep to left? This is over the head of Upham. 2 runs will come in. Will they get a third? They're going to send the runner. A play at the plate, and they got him. Boy, a beautiful hit to left. Maybe a little greedy there, sending Curtis around as they tag him out at home, but 2 more runs come in, and the Titans lead 4-2 as we head to the top of the 3rd. You're watching the 5A State Tournament on live.ksl and DeseretNews.com. To the top of the 3rd inning we go. Skyridge trailing here 4-2. Top of the lineup, Jackson Kohler to lead things off. And Olympus, you're out in the field with the lead for the first time today. Ball 1 thrown to Kohler.
It's response time for Skyridge. Kohler singled and scored in the 1st inning. He's got to start him up again.
This one fouled back. 1-1, nice swing there by Kohler.
Hey, he's on it. And for Skyridge, top of this order has got to set the table for everybody else. You want to calm everybody down, come back out and do what you did in the 1st inning.
That pitch a called strike. I don't think Kohler liked that call. Had a little bit of a chuckle there, stepping out of the box as he faces 1-2 pitch here from Dellis. And fouled back.
Well, again, it's always a decent sign if you can see your guys making contact, hanging out. He's battling, making him pitch, seeing all of his pitches. That's a good sign. And you have 2 balls fouled away. But for Olympus, you work him away and get him to swing through it.
Kohler, a chopper to first. This ball is fair. A nice play made over there. Olympus by Vance to get the first out.
Yeah, that's terrific pitching. Right now, you had him on his heels. Throw a left-handed hitter outside. A ground ball like that, if he tries to pull it, there's no power on it. You're not going to be able to pull it that way. These kids don't have 19-inch forearms like major leaguers, so you're not going to bring it back around. If he pulls like he did there, it's a weak ground ball and an easy out for his defense.
College. Boy, great play made at third. The throw in time, and there's 2 away. How about Nick Ward?
Beautifully done by Nick Ward. He pulls that thing, literally has his mitt on the grass, picks it, makes a nice strong throw to get to Speedy College.
Upham stepping up to the plate here for Skyridge. It's the starting pitcher today for the Falcons. He's lifted in the top of the second, an opportunity here to try to get some offense here for the Falcons with 2 outs. As he takes a called strike.
Yeah, that ball could be sitting in the pond. He throws that one again. Upham doubled and scored in the second inning, and if he wants to help out, speak with your stick right here.
Pitch outside. Good eye there by Upham. Upham able to push that one into right field, and nice job there by Nate, being patient, able to get a pitch to handle, and he's on first base with 2 outs.
Yeah, say what you will, didn't have the best day on the mound, made a mistake out there in left field, but he has brought his bat today. He is seeing the ball and hitting it. He's got to get some guys on in front of him, so when he does this, it's actually doing some damage.
Right.
And right now he's just being able to hit empty singles.
Well, and right now, hey, he gets a board for the designated hitter, Clayton Driggs, an opportunity for Skyridge here. Their power man at the plate is that one on the outside part of the plate, strike 1.
Yeah, for Clayton right now, they're going to be pitching him away. They saw him hit that ball off the wall the game before. You need to stay inside this fastball. Don't try to turn on it. You need to just go with it. It's just as short to right field as it is to left.
The 0-1 from Dallas, and Driggs sends this to left center, and that ball read well and caught by Hodgson. And the top of the third complete. We head to the bottom. The Titan Bats coming up. They lead 4-2 in the boys 5A semifinal from UCCU Ballpark on live.ksl and deseretnews.com. Bottom of the third inning is Matt Lewis at the plate here for Olympus. A new pitcher for Skyridge, as it will be Isaac Hansen on the mound for the Falcons. Trying to find some velocity and location from the mound here. First pitch strike. Nice start to the inning here for Hansen.
I'm sure Coach Roberts had a plan. Obviously it was for Upham to go about 4 or 5 innings. And then he had the next plan, which could have been Hansen. But he's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. See if someone else can get out there and throw some strikes. They won't, and you finally bite the bullet and say, all right, forget it. We have to stay in this game. And if our offense is going to come around consistently, got to find someone on the mound that can actually hold these guys down until we wake up offensively.
You know, it's one of those things, being in the one-loss bracket, there's no point holding a pitcher for tomorrow if you can't get to tomorrow, right? So obviously Smith, don't think he can throw today based off of innings, as this ball grounded to second. A nice play made there by, is that Jackson Peck?
Yes,
still
Jackson
second?
Peck, yep. Nice job. Pitch to contact, get the weak ground ball. That's all what Coach Roberts has been looking for in the first couple innings. Just throw enough strikes to keep these guys swinging and let your defense do some work.
A.J. Affleck up at the plate here for Olympus with one away. You know, it's one of those things where if you're Coach if you're Coach Roberts, it's just like, you know, not too worried about the bats, right? You feel like you got a couple runs early on, you've had some men on base. It's just finding a way to get some outs on the defensive end, and if you can get a pitcher to settle in and get in the flow of things, this being a 2-run ball game, you have to feel like you still have a shot in this one.
Now, your first chance of winning innings is on the defensive end, putting up goose eggs. And if you're getting up crooked numbers inning after inning, you know, it's just a lot of pressure at every at-bat. And so it's a twofold thing, pitch and play some defense. And right now they got to be able to, or hit and play some defense. Right now they got to be able to pitch and keep these guys down, so when your bats come alive, you got an opportunity.
Hansen falling behind here 2-1, make that 3-1 with one away. As he's trying to be really careful here with Affleck. That are just starting to miss.
Yeah, he's just missing. And you got no out, you got one out, not really concerned about him doing anything other than just getting a hit. Got to make him swing the bat.
There you go. Affleck swung through that one.
Affleck walked and was stranded at first base.
Three-two pitch. Affleck able to foul it away to stay alive.
And a good at bat here from Affleck. He can battle off a few and then get a fastball. You can find some way to get on the grass.
Interesting enough, the center fielder shifted a little bit to right here in this situation. 3-2-1 out for Affleck.
I'm telling you, they're going to try to pitch him away.
Affleck driving one to left, back. There's no shot for the defense here. A solo home run for A.J. Affleck in the bottom of the third, and it is 5-2 Titans.
You miss up to a guy like this, that's exactly what happens. He's going to deposit out in the left berm, and that's, you're supplying power. You miss a fastball up around the letters or something like that, you're supplying the power to him. And what a swing by Affleck. And tell you what, this is a team in Olympus. This is what happens. You get a good team that makes a run to one-loss bracket and take on a good team that just lost. They've accepted where they are. They've accepted what's happened. They've been able to put that loss behind them, where Skyridge hasn't. And right now, it's who wants to be here. Yeah. Olympus is here. They're ready to go, and you're seeing it. 5-2. My goodness.
Boy, that home run, Dusty, that almost cleared the second fence in left field. That was a power shot. Fantastic hit by Affleck. Is stepping up to the plate here. Now will be Nick Wenkier. Couple foul balls here. It's 1 and 2.
Yeah, one of the differences in this game is that when Skyridge hitter at the plate, getting balls that are missed up, fastballs, they've been fouling them back to the screen. That's one of the first ones that have been left up in the zone like that. Here's the second. The first was deposited out in the left field.
Well, this one deposited in left field, but actually in the field of play instead of out of it, as Wenkier singles to left. He's aboard here with one out. Stepping up now will be Jake Hodgson for Olympus.
Right now, Coach Roberts, you can live with hits. They hit the ball, so be it. And but right now, Olympus, this is a team, like I just said a minute ago. They've accepted where they are, and they're ready to put their foot on the throat here.
This ball chopped to short. They'll get the out at second, not in time to get Hodgson at first, but get the lead runner, Wenkier, thrown out at second base, 2 away.
Come right back, work him down, get a ground ball. Nice job at college. That's kind of those tough ones. Where he caught it, it's either go the short way, you got to go back across the whole infield, safer throw to go to second base, and you live if he's safe. Instead of overthrowing it to first and or shorting it, and all of a sudden everybody moves an extra bag.
Back to the top of the order with Gabe Singer. He takes a called strike on the first pitch. But Olympus, Dusty, I mean, we know a lot about their pitching. We've talked about their pitching this year. That the bats have been phenomenal. They've scored in every run in this game. And I mean, we know we're just in the bottom of the third, but I mean, they're taking advantage of the opportunities that they get. Is this ball, they say it hit him? No, called strike. Saw it come out of the glove and wasn't quite sure there.
Yeah, Roberts was trying to go really fast and dropped the ball in the exchange.
0-2 the count here to Singer. You're happy to give that back if you get the out here. Inside, got him looking. Boy, the little shrug there by Singer sold me, but the home plate up right on that. Called strike 3. We head to the top of the 4th. The Titans leading Skyridge 5-2. Welcome back here to the 5A baseball semifinal. Olympus and Skyridge, the winner advancing to the championship game on Friday. 5-2 here, the lead for Olympus. In the top of the 4th inning is the Falcons starting off here with Kai Roberts at the plate. And got a pair of runs in the first, Dusty, but since then I don't even know if they've had a hit.
They have not.
A hit? Okay.
No, sorry, they have one. Nate Upham had a single.
Okay. That's right, and yeah, the last inning, 2 outs.
But Kai Roberts doubled, has 2 RBIs to his credit. And
Roberts, a nice hit to right center, and that one read well. Was able to get over there, make the play. Was Wankier for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, for Kai Roberts, he hit the exact same ball last against Jordan, and Hughes took the bad angle on it, not used to the outfield. That's a terrific job by Winkier, understanding the dimensions of this field, knowing that, okay, it's back, so he has a lot of room to go cover that to get to that ball.
I thought that was hit right to that depth point in right center. I thought there was a little more velocity on it. I thought that had trouble written all over. To your point, Winkier played it really, really well. Shepard at the plate here for Skyridge. Pops one up. This will get out of the infield. But under it, able to make the catch. There was Ward for the second out.
Now here's the difference in what we've seen in this game. Dellis has lived in the zone, and he's turned Skyridge into swing-o-matics. Because they know he's going to throw strikes. He's going to get in. It's like either I can fall behind 0-2 or I can try to jump on something. I always told guys, if you miss something on the first pitch, so be it. It'll come back on the third pitch.
Jackson Pett swinging at that first pitch, fouls it away. My apologies, that was Singer, the shortstop, who made the catch. Either way, the infield's been good today for Olympus, really all around. 0-1 pitch here to Peck. Squares up for the bunt. Laid right in front of the plate. Affleck with the throw, and oh, sorry, they ruled it, yep. So we'll come back here, Peck with 2 strikes on him now, 0-2.
Yeah, try to sneak one because he's got everybody back, just trying to keep everything in front.
Pitch there, Dusty to waste. Bendelis goes outside, and a couple of Olympus fans thought that might have been closer than it looked. Got Peck swinging. How about Bendelis, Dusty? He's really settled into this ball game nicely. 3 batters, and they're all retired. We head to the bottom of the 4th, 5-2 Titans in the 5A boys semifinal. Bottom of the 4th inning. Olympus coming back up to the plate. They start off with Ryder Vance. Dusty looking to lengthen out this 5-2 lead that they've built up over the first 3 is a swinging strike here on Vance.
I mean, we just kind of gloated over the way that Olympus has already accepted where they are and how well they're playing. I mean, they are playing very clean, and not only that, they're taking advantage of opportunities. And when you got guys, when you look at the top part of this order, I mean, Vance is 1 for 1 today with a double, 2 runs scored, and has just done a nice job all around today.
It's one of those things where, I mean, I never played high-level baseball, but, man, you put so many runners on bases via walk. And, I mean, does that kind of get to you mentally, Dusty, and wear you down defensively? Hit over to third, and a nice throw there to get Vance at first. Is Shepard able to haul it in at first base?
And it does, because what it does, 2 things lull you to sleep. 1 are strikeouts. If all your pitcher's doing is throwing to strike everybody out, it lulls you to sleep because you're not being used. And 2, walks, because now you get frustrated and you're not being used. And what it does is just get you out of rhythm defensively. And not only that, it just adds lots of just frustration on the field because you always want a chance to do something.
Hayden Curtis lifts one to center. Retreating here. Nice job, able to make the catch out there for Skyridge.
But the way this has started is exactly what Skyridge needed.
Yeah, quick outs, right? Kohler able to make that catch in center field, did a nice job. Is now stepping up will be Harrison Creer, who, Dusty, he's had good at-bats for Olympus today.
It flew out to short his last time up. That ball, I'm still waiting for it to come down. Luckily they caught it. I think it was rocketed into the air.
Coming inside, 1-1 here on Creer. Creer fouls this one back. Now behind here, 1-2, and Dusty, I mean, we just mentioned it, but a chance for Isaac Hansen to do something that hasn't been done in this game, and that is retire Olympus without giving up any runs or base runners.
Yeah, scored in every inning thus far has Olympus.
Outside, Creer doesn't chase that. Count evens up at 2-2.
We talked about this Monday. Whenever a catcher holds it, he's trying to sell that frame job. And that was a nice attempt there by Roberts.
A couple pitches outside that Creer able to lay off, work back to full.
And don't lose him here. I mean, it's fine with 2 outs.
Got him swinging. Great pitch there by Hansen to get out of the inning. We head to the top of the 5th with the Titans leading 5-2. To the top of the 5th inning we go. And to lead things off will be Carter Smith for the Falcons. They've got work to do, trailing by 3 runs. Just 3 innings left here. And how about Dellis? I mean, we mentioned it going out of that last inning, Dusty, but he has really done a fantastic job on the mound as this ball sent to center by Smith. And a nice catch made out there by Hodgson for the first out.
Well, he's done a great job. You see it right there. Gets him, he threw 2 pitches, he swings at both of them. And he's living in the zone, off-speed stuff that's just barely missing the barrels of the bat. And throws that little breaking ball that stayed in the middle of the plate. Didn't matter because he still, again, did not catch the best part of the bat and gets an easy out.
Third baseman Connor Robley up at the plate for Skyridge. We've talked a little bit about the frustration, Dusty. And, I mean, swinging early pitches, that sort of thing as a hitter. What do you have to do to kind of reset that to give yourself better at-bats?
Well, the first and foremost, you got to swing the best pitch. Don't get up there just giving them strikes by just getting up there and, again, by talking about becoming a swing-o-matic, is get up there, you know what pitch you're looking for, and you want that pitch. If he's throwing a breaking ball on the first pitch, so be it. And unless he hangs it, that's what you do. You just got to get your pitch and get up there and you be confident and take control.
Boy, caught Robley looking on the outside portion. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and Robley and back to the dugout here for the second out.
The unconventional good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Gets called strike 1, foul ball, strike 2, looking strike 3.
Jackson Kohler at the plate here for Skyridge with 2 outs. Swung through that one.
Again, I talked about he's throwing strikes and those balls are just missing the bats. And sometimes it's an overswing. Guys are trying to hit pitches that are going to change the game. Just got to get on base and let somebody else handle that work for you.
That's what it looked like for Kohler, right? He had a long follow-through on that swing as he'll take here strike 2, 0-2 on Jackson Kohler.
And here comes a breaking ball or something on the outer half of the plate, no doubt.
A pitch outside. Had a moment there where Affleck tried to the official to bite. 1-2 here.
I'd stay right there on him. Either that or can bust him in.
High.
It's one of the few times we've seen him probably overthrow. That time he was really trying to goose one up. You can tell just by the way he followed through and he comes up and he has his arm kind of up. One of the few times he got outside of himself.
2-2 from Dellis. Again, this pitch high, and Tell you what, nice job by Kohler here being patient at the plate. You talk about waiting for your pitch, not swinging after anything crazy, works back to a full count.
Yeah, he didn't chase any of the cheese over there. See if he can hang on for a walk, extend the inning.
And he does. Boy, good eye there by Kohler. Is that one high from Dellis, and he earns a 2-out walk.
And that to me is the Brody College who's very, very aggressive. I mean, now we've got to see enough of Brody College. It's a kid that just jumps on the first thing he likes. Maybe take an example of what you just saw there from Jackson Kohler.
But it's one of those things where you have to take advantage of an opportunity. I know there's 2 outs, so you don't have a lot to work with, but the heart of this lineup coming up as College swings through on the first offering, 0-1.
And back in against Jordan. 7-1 ball game, bases Chuck. College hit a ball. It was been a grand slam. I mean, he just barely missed it and turned around and struck out. So this is a big opportunity for him.
That one called strike 2, and he does have that kind of power, Dusty. We mentioned it earlier this week, the walk-off grand slam against Timpanogos to win that series and clinch the #1 seed and region title of Region 8.
He's got a battle here, 0-2.
Kohler had a similar count. Earned the walk. College lifts one to left. And Lewis able to make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. Skyridge strands 1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 5-2 Olympus in the boys 5A baseball semifinal. Welcome back here to UCCU Ballpark on the campus of Utah Valley University. 5A baseball semifinal is Nick Ward. At the plate here to start off the inning for the Titans. He swings at the first offering there from Hansen. 0-1.
Hansen's done a nice job. Come in, and he's really done a very good job for Coach Roberts.
He has. He has been the most settled that we've seen on the mound today for Skyridge. Certainly needs to maintain that and then get some help on the offensive end for the Falcons to get back in this. 0-2 count here on Ward. Try to get him to chase and discipline at the plate.
Yeah, they made that one enticing. That's absolutely certain. So 1-2. See if those little breaking piece here.
Ward to the third baseman. The throw over, and Robley makes a nice toss. Finish the play. 1 away.
When you look at it, the last 3 innings, well, since Smith came on, 4 hitters. Or probably he saw 5, then he saw 3. You know, he's done a nice job. Pitch to contact, gets some outs. Defense is involved. He has 1 strikeout.
Matt Lewis at the plate here for Olympus with 1 away.
Check that, 2 strikeouts.
But even the velocity, Dusty, has been probably the most impressive that we've seen today from Skyridge, and he's been good on the location as well.
Yeah, his command has been there. He's been able to stay in the zone, keeping these guys looking, keeping them honest. And no walks. I think that's where, more of anything, that's what you feel much better about.
Probably the most helpful stat of the day there. As we mentioned, Skyridge didn't do themselves a lot of favors, putting a lot of men on base. It's a 3-1 count here for Matt Lewis with 1 away. Lewis fouls this one right. 3-2.
Payoff pitch here.
Got him swinging. Good pitch there from Hansen to get Lewis.
That's terrific. Worked him. He's fouling pitches off. You've got him going. High outside fastball. He can't get to it. Beautifully done by Hansen. And now the one blemish. Actually, it's not even his. Take it back. Take it back. It's A.J. Affleck.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I initially I thought it was his, but you're right. That was Plyman, right, who was throwing when Affleck hit that ball out of here to left as he takes his strike one. Affleck, this one hit to left, drifting foul. That is over the fence, but fouled out as he'll have to come back into the box here, 0-2.
Never mind, it was Hansen. Hansen came on in the third inning, so it was Hansen's second batter.
Okay.
But since then, he's been clean since then.
Boy, and tell you what, Affleck, he's seen the ball, huh? Because that one, I thought, hey, let's make it two of them, huh?
Yelling this one dugout. Do not miss up.
Affleck, that ball handled by College, able to throw him out at first, and nice response by Hansen at the plate. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the top of the 6th inning with Skyridge coming up. Top of the 6th inning, and the Olympus Titans, Dusty, got off to a nice lead. They lead here 5-2. They're 2 innings away from coming right back here on Friday morning for the championship game. They'll take, well, the winner of this game taking on the Jordan Beat Diggers. We'll have that game for you right here on live.kslandeseretnews.com. Of course, Olympus would have to win 2 as they're coming out of that one-loss bracket, but really either of these two teams should set up a really fantastic championship on Friday.
It should.
Until you see the Jordan bats, and then you're like,
my
what?
heavens, yeah. You know, it's funny, I was talking to Coach Fife before the game against Skyridge, and he said, you know, we've been killing the ball. He's like, but I just never want to plan on it being there.
Right.
He's like, you know, we've really hit well. He's like, I just get afraid that the wall comes soon. And as a coach, I totally get that. You always have that, feel really good. There's that big bugaboo, fear sitting in the back of your mind.
Upham able to send one to left, and boy, I thought that one was going to be able to beat Lewis, but a nice adjustment to get under it and catch it for the first out.
You know, it just gets you to laugh as a coach is you see the outfielders out there doing the 2-step, and you think, all right, we got him, and then it just happens to be right at him. You usually like, what in the world do we have to do right now to have something positive happen on the offensive side? Upham's the one guy that's been consistently bringing it, and right there, he doesn't even get a break on it.
Clayton Drigg steps into the box here for Skyridge, one away. And if it is Olympus, Dusty, I mean, as the score would be right now, I mean, you figure, we mentioned it. I mean, talking with Coach Burton said, hey, my lefties, they're going to be ready. They're going to be, you know, eligible to go. What do you think? You've seen both these two teams go, Olympus, Jordan. You think the Jordan bats can deal with some of those Titan pitchers, or do you think that that's going to be a real interesting matchup?
I think it'll be really interesting. Jordan can handle any pitcher. I don't think there's very many pitchers in this state. We look at it, they're going to go out there and just shut the Jordan bats down. And I'm sure there's plenty of Olympus people yelling at the screen right now, wherever you are, that, well, did you know this pitcher Jones threw a no-hitter? Yeah, I'm aware of it. but you also haven't seen the Jordan bats. And
right.
those kids, 1 through 5, is right now is as hot as it can get. And, yeah, could he go out there and shut him down? Absolutely. But, yeah, I think it would be a lot of fun to watch that matchup.
It's certainly strength against strength is this pitch in for a ball 2-1, the count here on Driggs. You know, it's something that you don't really have respect for until you see it. I knew Jordan had offense, but then you see and you're like, oh, that's different.
And it's the IQ that goes along with that offense. Because not like they're just up there hitting a bunch of long balls.
Driggs pops this up, foul, Affleck under it. Didn't have to move much for the second out here of the inning.
Yeah, bats have gone dormant for Skyridge, and when that happens, I mean, there's not a lot you're going to be able to do. But back to this point, I mean, the thing is, no matter what, say Skyridge comes back and wins this ball game, you're going to have Smith versus that Jordan lineup.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of fun. Olympus holds on. We get a chance to see Spencer Jones against that lineup, or Harrison Crew versus that lineup. That's going to be a lot of fun. And so that's where the games on Friday could be a blast.
That one sent straight away to center by Kai Roberts. Nice job, able to push it past Dellis as he's aboard with 2 outs. And Dusty, that's been the thing maybe these last couple innings for Skyridge. They've started getting men on, but not till 2 outs, and then they don't have a lot of time to work and bring the runners in.
Well, you just got to get back-to-back hits. The same issue they had against Jordan. It's back-to-back hits. It's one thing to get a single. You got to have another one to move that guy, move him around. It's getting a double. You got to have someone come up and hit something to the right side of the field so you can score him from second base. And right now, you don't care when it happens or how many outs you have. You just got to have something happen.
Jordan Chapman comes on to run at first base. As Jay Shepard, the first baseman, stepping into the box here, 2 away.
We need to say this. Kai Roberts is smoking the ball in this ball game.
Oh, you're right. He has been good at the plate.
He's hit it on the screws all 3 at-bats. And one just happened to be caught.
The 1-0 pitch here to Shepard. Getting this one outside.
Here you go. Here's a count to get something to happen. Stay within yourself, and I think right now for Coach Roberts, sometimes what you try to do is if your guys are struggling at the bat and they're not seeing the right pitch, sometimes I'm going to make them swing it. I'm going to go hit and run, and I'm going to make them swing it.
Hey, he was aggressive in that game against Cottonwood. Led to good things as Shepard sends one here to left center. And that ball caught for the 3rd out of the inning as Matt Lewis is there. Another base runner stranded here for Skyridge. We head to the bottom of the 6th. The Titans leading. Welcome back to UCCU Ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning is ball fouled back by Wankier to start things off for Olympus, leading 5-2.
You know, if your coach, first of all, when you look at Olympus, they've done a great job. Right now, it's see if you can get an insurance run or so, because you know you're going to get the death kick from Skyridge. They're going to have their best at bat in that 7th inning. If it's a 3-run ball game, somewhere where a couple of hits can change everything. You add a run, it changes that feeling a lot because you're going to have to get bases loaded before that tying run comes to the plate. So right now, let's see if you can manufacture yourself 1 run, and that starts here with Wankier, who's actually hitting the ball pretty well, singled his last time up.
Well, he thought about offering it that. Hansen came right at him after that off-speed pitch. Count 1 and 2 here.
And Coach Roberts might be a little kicking himself a bit that he didn't start Hansen. The way he's come in and actually done a nice job.
Wankier hits one to center. And under it, able to make the grab. Out there for Skyridge was Kohler. 1 away.
He done a nice job. And he stayed off the barrel of the bat on that one. And can of corn there for Kohler. The big thing here for Hansen, you're 8-9-1. You got to take care of 8 and 9.
Jake Hodgson at the plate. He takes strike 1.
And Olympus again, it's getting that guy on so we can manufacture him around, get to 2, maybe even get career 1 more at bat.
Strike 2 called here on Hodgson, and a nice at bat here from the mound from Hansen. This one hit to left. Boy, that came up a little bit, having to make a quick throw, and they got him. Boy, what a play made by Robley at third.
That's one of those ones, just because he didn't take it cleanly doesn't mean he didn't have it, and or that he couldn't get the out. So nicely done there by Robley. Stayed nice and calm. It's one of those weird feelings. Everything's moving really, really fast, but your body isn't. You get the ball, they got it. It makes a nice strong throw. That was a terrific play by Robley.
Gabe Singer on the top of the lineup here for Olympus with 2 away. And this an important out for Hansen and Skyridge, Dusty, with all the power hitters coming up. Got to be able to close out the bottom of the 6th here, give yourself a chance to get some runs in the top of the 7th, in what could be their last chance.
I tell you what, the biggest fight that has been shown in this game has been the battery that's on the field right now between Hansen and Roberts. These are 2 dudes who have not just said, hey, the season's over. Hansen's responded on the mound, and Roberts has done his job at the dish. And hopefully that can inspire some guys, if they can get out of this inning, come up in the 7th and make it very interesting.
2-1 count, not outside. 3-1 now the count on Singer.
Need his best pitch here, the next 2 pitches.
Fouled away. There's one of them, Dusty.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, you do not want this guy on and start messing around with the heart of the order. Get yourself out in order. There's a lot of momentum that comes with it. So he needs another one. Come back with that dark one, that fastball on the outside part of the plate. See if you can get yourself out of here.
This one hits Singer in the back. They'll put him on, and now coming up will be Ryder Vance for Olympus.
That's when I thought maybe they got a little cute. I know Roberts, I mean, I love this. Roberts calls his own game. Kid grew up around baseball. He lived, when his dad coached at BYU, he lived at that ballpark around those guys. Calls his own game. That one might have got a little cute. Trying to go backdoor breaking ball there. If he goes another fastball, make him hit it.
2 away, Singer on first. Vance at the plate here. You mentioned trying to get an insurance run. As a bit of a check swing here, we'll send it foul. Coming over, making the catch will be Shepard for the out, and we head to the top of the 7th. The Falcons down to their last 3 outs here in the 5A baseball semifinal. Welcome back to UCCU Ballpark. It was a good start for Skyridge. 2 runs in the top of the 1st, and Dusty says then they've only had 2 hits. They've got to get some men on here, trailing by 3 runs, top of the 7th, down to their last 3 outs. And they'll lead off with, I think, Dallin By at the plate.
I believe it is Dallin By. Biggest thing, got to get the first guy on for Skyridge.
This pitch outside, 2-0 the count. You know, I was going to say, one of the things that we were talking with Coach Burton about from Olympus is that Dallas is going to start, and then after that we might throw some guys, and we'll see, hey, Dallas almost giving them a complete game, and I mean, that sets things up pretty well for Olympus if they're able to hold on to this lead and get out of the game.
If he can get out of the game, yeah, use one guy. Like, hey,
right.
Man, he just set us up. But nothing else, you might use 2 guys in this inning unless this thing gets extended.
By hits this one foul, that unable to be caught up to. Is count now 2-2.
That's where, right now, I thought about the death kick. You know, for Coach Roberts, he's telling him, hey, you got to be smart. You've got to see this next pitch. Don't get caught chasing something. Make sure you got to battle, but don't giving up ball 3 and ball 4 here. And if I'm Dallin By, you got 2 pitches to mess with. I'm sitting on the dish right now. I got 2 pitches. I can burn one right now if I really wanted to, see if I can get him to chase something out. So if I'm Affleck, I'd be aggressive.
This pitch, boy, right through the glove of Dallas, able to recover to first, and they get him. Boy, impressive job by the pitch there. Able to recover and make the out.
That was a rocket.
Yeah.
And Dallas, you said through the glove, literally. It looked like it went through it, bent the fingers back. And now for your Colton Smith, it's maybe jump on this first one. There is some adrenaline pumping through the veins of Dallas right now. There is you're thankful that you're still alive, and there's the adrenaline that comes from that.
You mentioned Carter Smith at the plate. Off speed there from Dallas out of the zone, 1-0.
And try to throw the dark one there. I mean,
Smith making contact but pushes it foul. Now to 1-1.
Yeah, right now, if I'm sitting there, I'm Affleck, and the coaching staff, obviously, if I'm left watching him and calling the pitches, just keep being aggressive. Nibble on the corners, make these guys chase pitches.
That pitch inside, I believe.
Right.
2-1.
Going through the book, I mean, I'm trying to find a walk. I found one. I mean, these guys are swinging the bat, nibble on the corners.
He called it. That one, and Dusty, I mean, that one is maybe on the outside corner, maybe a little off the plate. It's right there, and Smith gives an offering but misses.
1 walk.
Wow.
Jackson Kohler is the only walk of the day for Skyridge.
Smith able to foul this one away.
Smith's going to have to battle here. But again, I nibble corners. You're 2-2. You got 2 pitches to burn.
Yeah.
I'm living on the outside part of the plate, making him chase it, or I'm going to come try to bust him up and in and around the letters. I'll surrender the bag if you're willing to be patient enough.
Patience has not been the name of the game for Skyridge at the plate today. Smith, this one into right. That one will not be able to be caught up to as it's fouled away.
And that one he just missed. It's kind of he's getting tired. He's pitched a long game. Obviously not necessarily a lot of pitches, but he's been out there a while. He missed that one. He's supposed to hit that one on the inside part of the plate and missed it out all over. And Smith just not able to make him pay for it.
Smith to short, right through the legs. Hey, maybe that's the thing that gets this Falcon offense going, is Carter Smith able to send one into left field as Singer had the glove down. Dusty, I'm not quite sure where that one missed.
Yeah, it was just he hasn't seen a lot today. That is the first time he's had to make a play on the ball on the ground. There have not been a ton of ground outs today. When they have been, they've been to the left side or to second base. So just having not done it all day long.
Now Connor Robley will step up to the plate, and Jackson Kohler, the leadoff man, on deck here for Skyridge with one away in the top of the 7th. Robley, a liner to left. That'll get down, and there's 2 men on here. The tying run steps up to the plate in Jackson Kohler.
Yeah, I imagine you can get a visit to the mound here. At least I would take one. You're down at the top of the order. Brody College on deck. Because if I'm Coach Roberts, maybe I'm sacrificing here with Kohler and make something happen. So imagine you can go corners even, middles deep, going to keep the double play ball in order. and then also try to take away a bunt. And if they do bunt it, make sure it's an out.
No visit and no one right now throwing in the bullpen for Olympus. Coach Burton all in here with Ben Dellis.
He's earned it.
Kohler in the air to center. Runners are tagging. This one coming up, and a good hesitation there by Smith. As this ball we mentioned was hit to center, Hodgson kept coming up. That ball too close to test it to try to take third.
Well, he wanted to see if he could draw a throw. That's why he did that. You want to see if he can draw a throw, if he can get him to throw it offline, because then he can take the bag. Wind blowing in a little bit. But now here comes Brody College in a familiar situation that we have referenced quite a bit this week.
I was going to say he's delivered in these moments before. 2 out, 2 men on, the tying man in Brody College. First pitch swinging. That one fouled away, and boy, that one did not miss by much, Dusty.
That would have made it maybe a 1-run ball game. 2 runs, 2 outs. You're not freezing on anything here. You're running on contact. And now for College, settle back in. I think you're going to see ball 2. You're going to see ball 1 here if he stays within himself and not chasing pitches. If I'm Ben Dellis, I nibble on corners.
This one high inside. College takes it. 1-1 the count here.
But the good thing, if you're Skyridge, he wants to nibble on corners, and College can stay nice and patient. Nate Upham has been money on the day.
And it'd be an opportunity for him to get a little bit of retribution on this Olympus lineup that roughed him up early. That one fouled straight back by College. Count 1-2.
Down their last strike, the College has got to battle up here. Again, I go high and outside, high up and in. There's no way I'm missing down on College. Everything is going to be around letter high.
Especially with the room to work 1 and 2 here. A lot of pitches you can give away. The 1-2 pitch from Dellis. Strikes him out. The Olympus Titans, 5-2. They defeat Skyridge in the semifinal and advance to the state championship Friday against the Jordan Beat Diggers. Dusty, your thoughts?
I am so impressed with Olympus. I mean, this was a team, when we did our videos, didn't know what to think of them. They played a tough preseason schedule. Their region isn't exactly world beaters. They got in the state tournament, lose that first game, and now you run yourself all the way to Friday. I don't know how you can't be impressed with it. I'm nothing but tip the cap to what they did. But today, in this game, it was all about the team that knew what they needed to do. They had accepted where they were, and these guys came out and did their job. And couldn't be more impressed with what I've seen from Olympus.
Hey, one of us was impressed with Olympus, mind you, Dusty.
We both were impressed. I just wasn't going to pick them to win a championship.
The Olympus Titans, I mean, you mentioned it. What a run through that one-loss bracket as they have earned a trip to compete for a 5A state championship. Dusty, your player of the game.
Ben Dellis. There's no way to put it. Kid pitched a complete game, got himself out of trouble time after time. He made quick work of the Skyridge lineup inning after inning. He gave up those runs in the first inning, and since then, he absolutely shut it down. That's our University Federal Credit Union player of the game.
Great pick. Ben Dellis, fantastic for Olympus today as they defeat Skyridge 5-2 in the semifinal. A great year for Skyridge, the Region 8 champs, but it comes to a close here today. The Olympus Titans defeating Skyridge 5-2. They will take on Jordan at 11 a.m. on Friday. We will have that game for you here on live.ksl and DeseretNews.com. For Dusty Litster, my apologies, Thompson Coles, Ryan Rasmussen, thank you for joining us and watching the 5A baseball semifinal on live.ksl and DeseretNews.com.